Hey y'all, it's Heather with Book Wild. So I'm here today to talk about my Summerween TBR. This is a Halloween inspired summer readathon that's hosted by Gabby Reads and Olivia from oliviareadsalatte. I love both of these booktubers. I'm so excited to participate. I freaking love spooky season all the time. So I'm very jazzed about this. I'm just gonna go through it really quickly to keep this pretty short. So there's 5 prompts. And I'll go through each prompt and what I'm going to choose for them. This is for the week of August 24th to 30th, I believe. I will actually be in St. Louis helping my sister with her newborn baby, so fingers crossed I can get to all of these books. We will see. So the first prompt is to read a book with a creepy cover, and I have chosen The Whisper Man by Alex North. This isn't like really that creepy. I mean, it is pretty creepy, but I am terrified of moths. I'm assuming that this is a moth, I'm gonna say. And then this kind of looks like, I know it's supposed to be a thumbprint, but it looks like a boot print, and boot prints, murder mystery, you know. So this is about this father and his son who moved to a new town for like a new start once their wife / mother dies, and they move to this town where a serial killer used to serial kill, and he would whisper in the windows of his victims, I guess. And the child who has just moved there is now hearing whispering outside of his window. So but the original whisperer is in jail from being caught. So, is he back? We don't know. Does he have a son who is also whisper killing? We don't know. We'll find out. The second prompt is to read a paranormal or supernatural book, and I'm going to be reading Pet Sematary by Stephen King. So I've actually read, like a few years ago, I read this halfway through and then I put it down and then never got back to it. And I like Stephen King a lot, or I did when I was younger. I still do, but I don't know. And this is one of my boyfriend's like favorite movies, favorite Stephen King books. So I definitely want to pick this up. And I do have an audiobook for this that I will be listening to on my drive back to St. Louis. It's a 20-hour drive, so I will most likely be able to finish that. For anyone who doesn't know, it's about family that moves into a beautiful old house in Maine. Everything seems great. They love it, but then they find a pet cemetery with all of these dead animals, and something supernatural starts to take place. I'm sure people can guess what. There's like a mutant cat. So the next prompt is haunted house. So I'm gonna read Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. This isn't really, I don't know if it's a haunted house, but it's like, okay, so the premise is there's a woman who is taking a apartment sitting job that seems too good to be true. She's paid like $4,000 a month, but there's all these weird rules that she has to abide by. Like, she can't have people over, she can't talk to anyone that lives there in this apartment complex. People start going missing, and there's a killer. So I don't know if it's a haunted house, but it's a scary house. So I'm gonna do that. I was gonna use White is for Witching by Helen Oyeyemi, but I was due back at the library, ended up DNFing it, so we're gonna try this one instead. The next prompt is to read a book in the dark. And so I wanted to read something short, and I'm going to be reading Coraline by Neil Gaiman. I have had this on my TBR forever. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen the movie Coraline, but I like Neil Gaiman. I really like the Sandman series. So, okay, so she's in a house strangely similar to her own, only better, but there's a new mom and new dad, and they want her to stay and be their little girl. They want to change her and never let her go. So this kind of works for a lot of the prompts as well. kind of works as a haunted house, kind of works as supernatural, and I mean kind of works as a creepy cover, even though I don't really think it's that creepy. But if all else fails and I'm like overwhelmed with baby caring and sister caring, then I will probably at least just try to read this one. And the last prompt is a book that's recommended by the hosts, or one of the hosts, and I'm going to be reading The Troop by Nick Cutter. This is a book that I've heard mostly good things about, but I know like Lala from Books and Lala didn't like it, but Gabby recommended this, and I think Olivia did too, I can't remember. But this is about a Boy Scout troop who goes camping in the Canadian wilderness. Some scary, like, sick dude comes up to them while they're camping, and then they're, through him, exposed to a bioengineered nightmare. And it's, like, really gory. I'm assuming it's kind of gonna be like Wilder Girls. I didn't like Wilder Girls, but I loved the idea. So I'm hoping that this is more to my taste within that realm, because I love horror. Actually, you know, no, I don't really like body horror. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I do or not. This is my Summerween TBR. I'm so excited to be scared. I'm so excited to read thrillers and horrors, and for fall to be coming. It's all just a dream come true. So if you guys haven't heard of Summerween, I will leave a link to their announcement videos, and that's all. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!